Hello everybody, it is Tuesday, so I am at work. I'm here just a little bit early. They really don't pay you here before you go in, like before your shift starts, basically. So I don't usually go in the office very early. So thank you guys for all the comments that you have left on my video. I brought the paperwork to work, and I'm probably going to have to tell them exactly what's going on. I don't want to do that today, but I will if I have to. AJ's doing great. Brittany and Jackson are doing great. And I want you guys to know that I'm not going back. It's done. I am finished. And I'm just going to focus on working hard and taking care of my kids and trying somehow to get my bills paid. So I'm just going to focus on that. And, you know, I feel so stupid for putting up with it as long as I did. But I also feel so grateful because we're out and we don't have to live that way anymore. So that's what it is. I'm going to make a phone call, get my butt to work, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey everybody, so it is Wednesday, the 31st, so we are at the end of the month. I cannot believe it. July did go so fast. So, I didn't record a lot yesterday. I didn't record on lunch. I had a ton of phone calls to make, so I don't know if Ryan did it or if it's just like a shitty tire, but one of my tires were flat. It was going flat yesterday, and so it was so complicated because I don't have a spare. The spare's in their garage, and Ryan never put it back in the car. I think it's even flat. I'm not sure. And obviously I need the rim, right? So it was a group effort from my mom and Dawn who helped pay for it because I don't have a lot saved up right now, and I've been paying for, you know, half of the bills at the house and the cat stuff, and you know, so Mom and Dawn were paying for it. And when I was on my way back from lunch yesterday, it went completely flat. So it's completely flat in the parking lot at work. So trying to figure out how to get the tire to the tire place and what tire place and all of that. It was a group effort. Laura picked up AJ and went to the house. Abigail came here and picked up me and the tire. I went to a tire shop that does business for my job, or with my job, and they stayed open late just for me. And then, the guys at work, one of them tried loaning me his spare, but it was too big. They got the tire off for me, by the way, and they lifted my car up with, what's that thing called? It's a, I don't know, a forklift. And they made sure not to damage anything underneath or anything. They got the tire off for me. I got it put back on, and I went back to my job with the tire, and they put the tire on for me, and I headed home. And AJ and Laura and Brittany were already there, and Abby and I showed up just probably 30 minutes later. So it did work out, and I'm so grateful for the guys at work. I'm telling you what, you know, I am worried, obviously, about doing things completely on my own. And I have read all of your comments. I'm going to start responding tonight. But I'm definitely scared. But I believe I can cover my rent and my utilities. I believe I'm going to have to budget. I'm going to have to do quite a few different little side hustles from YouTube. And you know, I know you guys get tired of the ads, but that's how we generate income on YouTube. So if I can throw an ad in, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm sorry if it's annoying, but it really does help. I mean, it does. And doing some other stuff that I've already talked to you guys about, that I will talk to you more about as I get further into side hustles. But I felt so good last night. I still haven't cried. You know, before I say how good I felt, first off, I didn't want to have to do what I did. I didn't want our family to break up, obviously for AJ, but I cannot sit around and let my children see me getting hurt, or hear him cussing at me, or things getting thrown and knocked off, counters and stuff like that. So while I feel great, I still have that sadness going on a little bit. But last night I cleaned a lot. AJ went to bed at 6. He was so tired, and I thought I'd just get him up at 7:30. We'd have dinner, bath, and bed. He wasn't having any part of it. I tried to wake him up at 7:30, and he looked at me and closed his eyes. And I tried at 8. Looked at me, closed his eyes. At 9, he didn't even open his eyes. So he slept from 6 p.m. till this morning, and he got up at 7, and he was still sound asleep when I got him up at 7. So I had a lot of time, and I cleaned a lot. I bagged up more of Ryan's items. I prepared for today, and I worry about AJ sleeping that much, and it's completely not normal. But maybe he has felt the tension a little bit. I'm not sure. But he also, gets up early, and sometimes I know he's really tired. But it was a good night. And so far today, everything is going great at work. And I can't wait to go get AJ and hold him in my arms. Another concern I have is, like Ryan and I would do every other week on daycare. I don't know if he plans on paying it or not. If he does plan on paying it, I probably will leave the child support alone for a minute. This is my week coming up to pay for it. If he doesn't pay the following week to daycare, and I know there's an EPO out for daycare, but I know he can use the Cash app and send the payment without going there. I just didn't want to risk him taking off with the baby or anything stupid like that. But I don't believe in my heart that he would hurt AJ or Brittany or Jackson if he's sober. I do not believe that. I don't think for a second that he would. But how often is he sober, and for how long? And we all know the answers to both of those questions. He's not sober very much, and it doesn't take very long to get a buzz, and things change like so much. I call it like liquid courage, because most of the time he would never talk to me the way he normally he talks to me very kind and nice, but when he's drunk it's a different story. So I don't want him around the kids like that. I don't really want any of that. So I'm just going to continue to move forward and do what's right for my family and make as much money as possible and pray that everything works out. So that's your little update today. I'm going to make some phone calls. I don't have real long. I have about 20 minutes, and then I have to get back to work. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, it is Friday, I think, August 1st, yes. So I was going to put this up yesterday, or get this edited yesterday so I could get it put up today. Just didn't really happen like that for me today. I had so much stuff going on yesterday, so, you guys, I feel like almost a weight has been lifted. Like, there's nobody that I have to walk on eggshells around. And it's been quite interesting. The kids have been over every night, and I feel blessed. I really didn't want things to get like where they are, but I knew that the relationship that I was in was not going to last. So I feel good that I am moving on with my life. Another thing that I wanted to say is I'm going to go ahead, either now or at the end of the vlog, I'll decide whenever I'm editing, to add in some other clips from a trip and from a food haul. I don't know what other clips I got, but I do have some. So I'm going to get those edited in. I'm at my job right now, and it is 7:43. So I did my best to get here a few minutes early every single day because I hate rushing. And this morning, everything went completely smooth. AJ got up and got dressed and ate breakfast. A little pouch, really. It's not really breakfast, but I mean, it's like a superfood kind of pouch. And got him to daycare, stopped and got some gas, and made my way across the bridge. Bridges are going to be a problem too, because soon the bridge that I use, it's toll-free, is getting some work done on it. I think it's going to take close to a year. They're trying to figure out if they're going to keep it open while they work on it, or if they're going to divert people to the downtown bridge, which is 2nd Street, or the new bridge they just put up, which is a toll bridge. It's outrageously expensive too. So, I don't know. It's going to be a real pain in the butt. But I'll probably just drop AJ off and just jump on the highway and go the other way when that happens. But you know, you never know what kind of traffic you're going to get on the bridges, ever, ever, ever. And, you know, I just don't want to be late. So, in regards to Romeo, he is doing well. He's running around. He has probably, I would guess, about 3 to 4 more days worth of antibiotics. So, my camera light's bleeping. Oh. So my video camera went dead, and I'm having to use my phone. I know it's at a weird angle. I thought I would talk to you guys about a couple things. First off, I've read every single comment that has came in on that video, and I appreciate all the love. First off, I'm not getting back with Ryan. It's not going to happen. You know, really the truth is I loved him for a long time, forever, even with his faults. And at this point, there are young babies involved, older kids involved, and I can't just ignore the problems. So I don't really want any of you guys worrying about that. I know you probably will, and I get that. Brian is not coming back into my life as a domestic partner. I don't really think Ryan's suited to living with anybody. You know, I will say this. If Ryan went to rehab and stopped drinking, yeah, maybe. But we all know that's probably not going to happen. There we go. Angle it down. I don't have a black eye or nothing. I just have dark bags. I didn't sleep good last night. There's nobody else either, just so we're clear on all that. In regards to the house, so I believe in my heart I make enough money with my job, YouTube, and other side jobs to pay for our home. My checks are bi-weekly, and I'm just going to, I get paid this Friday. Probably when you're watching this video, I have been paid. And my paycheck will be somewhere around $1,200 to $1,300 probably. It's not a ton, and I know that. But $950 is coming out and going right to the landlord, period. The bills I'll have to kind of move around, only because I get big paychecks basically. So they're just gonna have to wait till the next paycheck. I even included paying for daycare all on my own and broke it down. I'm hoping that Ryan knows, we were doing every other week. I'm hoping he knows we should continue that, at least for now. But if not, we'll be in court on the 15th, and I'll discuss it with the judge then. I'm not going to discuss it with him, but I hope part of him understands that AJ still has to be in daycare. And even though the restraining order keeps him from going in there and taking AJ out, he can still pay it by using his little app, which we pay. So I'm hoping that I'll get some help with childcare. I don't know for sure if I will, but I expected not to when I was kind of working on a budget. So basically, I'm not getting a roommate. I need the spare bedroom for the kids. The older kids, that is. AJ has his bedroom. I have my bedroom. Right now, the spare bedroom is an insane mess. When the kids stay over, they just kind of plop on the couch. Brittany crawl in bed with me. It's not a big deal. But it looks insane. It's not trash. It's just got a bunch of stuff in there that I want to try to organize this weekend. I have a lot going on this weekend, actually. I have cleaning and organizing I want to get done. And I'm also going to my cousin's because she has a few things that she needs to get done around her property. I'm going to use my SUV, put the garbage in there and get it gone for her. One of the things is a satellite dish that I had when I stayed in her little camper after Scott. And it, you know, her husband got it down, but he hasn't done anything and he wants it removed. And I thought they might use it, or the people using the trailer, because there's still other people going to that little trailer that I used to stay in. So I'm going out to Kimmy's on Sunday, and I'm going to try to get that spare bedroom done on Saturday. So I have lots of projects around the house that I want to do. And by the way, the landlord was over yesterday and changed all the locks. Even though there's an EPO, and I believe sober Ryan wouldn't violate it, I don't know what drunk Ryan would do. So he still left with his house key, and it just scared all of us, kind of, because we know he's going to be upset. And, you know, I am divided on what to do about AJ. Obviously, he does not need to be in AJ's life if he's drunk. I fully support that, but he's not drunk all the time. The longest time he's been without AJ is 2 days. So when we go to court, I believe, I might be wrong on my numbers, I believe it's 19 days, maybe 17 to 19, I guess, on how long he's been away from AJ. And that's the longest time. And I hope the break does him good to really think about, you know, how we can do this. I can't see a judge taking him away forever, but I don't know. He cannot go around assaulting me in front of Brittany or throwing out AJ's food, which was so painful. Him assaulting me, I'm used to. It was painful to see how Brittany responded. But for me, one of the most painful parts of that night was finding AJ's food in the garbage. It just freaked me out. It upset me, it hurt me, it angered me, like, you know, and I feel like he'll probably have some supervised visitation. I don't know. And I want to get to the spot where Art and I are, where I can say, hey, you know, you can come over and see AJ tonight. We'll be home, or whatever, something like that. I just don't want beer brought into my house, and I don't want AJ being smoked around. It's that simple. So, I don't know where that will go, but I'm not trying to communicate or anything like that. I'm just kind of telling you guys how I feel. Last night, though, I woke up in the middle of the night sick, and I'm not really sure why I got sick. Rinsed my mouth out, went back to bed, and I was fine after that. But something just didn't agree with me, and I just didn't sleep that good. So I'm ready to get off work. Right now it is 12:22 and I got to be back at 12:30. I ate dinner and I packed for lunch what I had for dinner. And after thinking about it for a little while, I decided I wasn't doing that. I grabbed some nuggets, and I'm really not somebody who eats out for lunch a lot. And I'm definitely having to budget and be careful, but I needed some food, so I'm just going to take it back to my desk. Besides that, I don't think there's much to say. I saw both Brittany and Jackson last night. AJ and I had a quiet evening together. And, yeah, I'm just ready to get off work. So come on 4:30, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, August 2nd. I'm so thankful it's Friday. I've waited for this day all week. So, as you know, I've already put in some vlog footage of Jackson mowing the grass last night, which was so nice. And that is Ryan's lawnmower, so if he takes it, I'll pay the crackhead next door like $10 or $20 to cut the grass. But Jackson cut the grass, and Laura and Abigail were over for just like an hour or so. And then it was just really just AJ and I. And I worked around the house a little bit. And got AJ bathed and dinner in him. And he went to bed around 8:30. And I just tried. I didn't really do any projects last night. Like the night before, I cleaned out behind the couch. We have this area. And pillows and stuff just get tossed back there. So it's something I wanted to do. So I got back there and cleaned it up. And but last night I really didn't get like any little projects done because I just wanted to spend time with AJ and play with him and talk with him. And we had pizza last night, and Jackson had dinner with us, and it was just pizza from Kroger's. DiGiorno was on sale, $4.99. But I did have a sad moment last night whenever I was starting to edit, and I wanted to get this video up today, but it's just going to have to go up on Saturday, I guess. Brian and I, like I said, went to the aquarium, and it was kind of heartbreaking because he was sober during that time, and we all had a nice time together, and it's a good memory. And I just got a little bit upset that it's not like that all the time, and because it's not like that, obviously I can't like be with him. I don't plan on us ever getting back together unless he stops drinking altogether. And at this point, I don't think Ryan even believes he has a problem. And there's been lots of problems, I think, in his life for many years simply because he drinks beer. Way too much beer. So, what I've decided to do with that footage is put it at the end of this vlog, because I know some of you guys don't want to see him. And I get it. I really get it. I don't want to see him either, but it's a good memory. It's the kind of memories that I want to make, and that I hope even later down the road, maybe we can be friends to be able to get up and take AJ to go do something, but not live together unless he gets help. I've never lived with an alcoholic before. Like, I have the worst taste in freaking men. It's just unbelievable. But he's been around before he was even messed up. He was around in second grade and on, and you know, he's somebody I care about, you guys. Like, I switched off the I'm not living with you no more switch. I have changed my mindset, and I know for really mostly AJ, he could not grow up seeing him act like that. Then you got Brittany and Jackson, who are teenagers, and they need to be able to focus on school. In my opinion, that's their biggest job right now. It's Brittany's senior year. She is a great student, but it's going to be a hard year. So far, she said her junior year has been the hardest. She is no longer cheerleading. Her and, I want to say, I think, I might be wrong, I think a group of 4. Her best friend Kinsey, and 2 other girls quit the team. And since I don't think she'll be watching anyway, and she probably already knows, when they got a new coach at New Albany High School, Brittany said the coach turned something she loved into something she hated. And we made her stick it out with that coach for as long as we could. And we tried to explain to her, you know, just like jobs, there'll be people you don't really get along with, but it was really affecting her, and she quit. It was her decision. So that leaves more time for studying during her senior year, and kind of happy about that. Jackson, he has hated school since kindergarten. We have done everything we can just to get him to make C's and D's. And he is now in a new program at Prosser, which is like a vocational school, but they can start it in high school here for like fire department. He said he'd do that this year and then EMS next year. And, you know, Jackson is such a caring young man. I think an EMS or a fireman would be, an EMS responder or a fireman would be good for him. I think I would prefer EMS simply because I'm scared of him getting hurt. But I like that idea for him. I'm not sure Jackson will ever go to college. And he can start working at the firehouse immediately after high school. Like, you know, obviously there'll be a lot more classes and schooling for him to attend the program, I guess, through the fire department. But I think it would be a good fit for him. And I'm so proud of him. So this weekend, I think I've already told you my plans. It's just to stay home and get busy on Saturday and do a bunch of stuff. And then, and play with AJ. And then Sunday I got to go out to my cousin's house for a little while. So I'm going to do that and then come home and prepare for the week and try to get more projects done. But I'm going to really hustle on Saturday and see how much I can do. I really want to get the spare bedroom cleaned up and the kitchen. I'm so happy not seeing Budweiser boxes. Makes me so freaking happy. I have not talked to him, by the way, and I don't plan on talking to him. And I don't think legally we can talk. And I think it's good. I think maybe to give him some self-reflection time, and it'll help me get on my feet faster. So I'm going to make a phone call. I'm going to get into work, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Everybody, it is lunchtime. I am just having a roast turkey breast Stouffer's meal. I'm not really super hungry, so I'll probably just take it back to my desk. But I'm on my way back to work in just a minute. I thought I would say hi. I feel a little bit stressed right now. I'm stressed over daycare. I got the house paid, and that's good. And I talked to Mr. Hershey, and he's going to talk to his son about getting daycare paid and buying some diapers. I also got the child support papers filled out online, printed them out, and so they look all official and stuff. And I'm taking those in because they said bring those in. You know, if I could do this without getting any single amount of money from him, I would. But I think he should be required to help financially support AJ. He certainly isn't going to be able to care for him that much on his own. So, you know, I think he should help with daycare and help with diapers. And daycare is $160 a week. I did send them a message, and I'm waiting to hear back from them because I have a plan if he doesn't pay. I just want to see if that plan will work with them. Or I'll talk to my mom or figure it out. I have to be able to get to work. So that's like the stressful thing I'm kind of dealing with today. Besides that, I am so happy it's Friday. And we're halfway done with our day. Yay! I still got a bunch of work to do, and I don't really have any plans for tonight, so I'm just going to spend time with AJ. He gets to stay up a little bit later on Fridays, so I'm excited about that for him. We haven't had that much time, it seems, you know, in between all the necessary stuff we have to do, and then his bath and all that. So it just don't seem like we have a lot of playtime. And I'm going to try to include some more. And I'm just so happy the weekend is here. So some of you are probably wondering, like, how am I just moving on? Well, I'm switching things up a little bit. There are certain things I did at different times, like with Ryan, and I would come in from work and rest and blah, blah, blah. Like, it was a routine almost. And in order to not feel so weird about being alone, I'm switching up that routine. I'm not sticking to normal routine at all. So basically, I'm making a new routine. And I'm excited about that, but I'm still trying to figure it all out. And I feel like I'm going to be okay. Just got to get this daycare situation handled. And besides that, we're done. Like, you know, A therapist told me a long time ago with Ryan, many, many years ago, that I don't have to stop loving him. Basically, I just have to love him from a distance, wish him happiness and love, and not have him in my bed or in my home every day. And it was after a very hard time. I overdosed and ended up in the hospital and then went to rehab. This was so many years ago. We're talking 14 years, maybe 15. And a therapist there at rehab, and my cousin took me, told me that. And I feel like my family probably is a little frustrated because obviously they saw how hard it was to get away from him, and then I chose to come up here and have a baby with him. So it is pretty messed up, but they all are understanding and loving and supportive, and I'm gonna get through it. I'm not going back to him. But like I said many times, I would like to be able to co-parent when he is sober. You know, when he is not a danger. And maybe if he remains a danger while he's sober, that won't be happening. So, I don't know, his decisions, his life, I can't make them for him. I just hope he does the right thing and helps out a little bit. You know, my goal, Brittany and Jackson are mainly raised, and this, I mean, to me, they're still kids, and they still need guidance. But AJ is so little, I have to do what's right. He can only depend on me, and I've always said, and I still mean, no one will love him as much as I do, ever. Brittany and Jackson love him. I know Brian loves his son. I believe with my heart he does, but his drinking leads him to poor decisions. AJ is my responsibility, and I have to step up to the plate and make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and getting my butt to work and creating that new routine. So lunch is about over, and I'm going to head back to work and pray the day flies by so I can go get AJ. Hopefully see the other kids this weekend, but I know Jackson's working tonight. So, you know, I won't see him probably, but I'm not sure if Brittany's working or not. She probably is, because she works all the time. And she buys so much stuff. And you know, she's been willing to help me in any way. Financially, watching AJ, helping with the house. She's really stepped up. And as a family, I appreciate that, because I need their help right now. And Jackson mowed the yard and took the trash out. I'm proud of my kids for trying to help. So, back to work I go.